So today's kind of unusual. I'm up in the Sierras today on the west slope, someplace I've never been before. I did some research, got a few tips, places to put in and try fishing. It's supposed to be some big brown, so I'm going to chuck a streamer, and we'll see how this goes. Starting off with a streamer today. Got a jig Sculptzilla on. I was planning to bring more streamers, but I've got the one olive jig Sculptzilla, and then I've also got this black jig streamer. Not really sure this is the best tactic to be using right here. Let's try swinging it instead of jigging it downstream. The riverbed is a lot like what I'm standing on here. It's just big granite boulders. A lot of mining history, so a lot of the sediment in this river has been sort of stripped away from all the mining. There's a big boulder right there. I'm gonna see if I can swing it in front of that. Pretty cool spot. Another cool run just down below. I'm gonna stick with the streamer for now. And if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna try nymphing. Next run actually looks really fantastic. I could probably tightline this with a nymph in a minute, but I'm gonna go down with my streamer. See if I can hit that. Just kind of jigging it through the run. And then we'll let it swing out here. Pop it back. Before I switch flies, I'm going to try dead drifting this under an indicator. Lots of complex currents here. It's hard to read the bobber. It's not indicating much to me. Try one more cast through here. When I was climbing around on the rocks, I saw a bunch of stonefly casings, so I put a Pat's rubber legs on the point, and then I got a red dart up on the dropper. Casting way up into the top, hoping it'll sink sooner. So I've made a few adjustments. I've gone way deep. This run here is beautiful, but it's hella deep. So I've got a lot of tippet on, fishing about as deep as I can get. I may consider even adding some split shot. See how we go here. Getting a nice long drift here, so I'm just gonna let it go. It's approaching some shade. Okay, swapped out a red dart for a blowtorch. See if that's any better. Try to cast it lead up so the flies are fishing by the time they get to this drop off. Before I move, let's try some split shot just to make sure they're getting down. Something's grabbing a piece kind of big. This is an SA sized 10 split shot. Put it about 6 inches above my point fly. Alright, let's try that out. Yep, ticking bottom here. Ticking bottom. Pretty good casting location here. Some good holding water where fish could be. Then he went down, but nobody was on there. Might be too deep. Oh. Oh, I thought I had a fish. I was just snagged up. Okay, I'm too deep. Let's raise everything up about a foot. Hesitated. Just some funky currents though. Alright, well I'm gonna work my way back to the car, have some lunch, and then go upstream. Because I think the water is a little different up there, a little flatter bottomed, a little more riffle. Maybe they're in that kind of water. Super fishy water right here. Working my way over it. It's like a soft pocket right on the other side of this faster water. There's one. Found a fish. Heck yes. Oh, I was so worried that I would skunk today. Got him. Little brown trout. Sick. Ate the pats. You have no idea how good it feels to get that skunk off the board. Man, oh man. Feel like fish, but I think it's just the bottom. That's a fish. Oh, came off. Little, whatever it was. Okay, that was on the Pat's River legs. I'm gonna take this squirmy off, put a nymph on. Bird's nest. was a fish. That was a fish. I think, I don't know. Must be hitting a rock there, but I'm just going so slow, it doesn't feel like it should be thumping that hard. What the heck? Got a little baby brown. He got both flies in his mouth. What? I've never had that happen before. Let's give this guy a drink. Yeah, he literally had both flies hooked in his lip. Okay, took the pats off the point, put the Duracell on the point, see if that changes things up. I haven't really fished anything dark yet today. There's something. Got him. This feels a little bit better than the little tiny ones I've been hooking. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not a newborn. Well, that was a cool change. Took the Duracell. Got a rainbow. Nice. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching. Had a super fun time getting down to the Sierra. I don't get to see it that often because it's pretty far away from me. This was a solid 4 or 5 hour drive, but it was certainly beautiful. The water was cold and clear, and I'm certainly glad I found some fish at the end of the day because, you know, I was trying to get those big browns that I've been tipped off to, and they may have been in there, but I'm not sure if I timed it just right. I bet later in the fall when they come up out of the lake to spawn, you have a better chance of hooking into one of those, but alas, I didn't find one. I just found a couple small ones and a rainbow, and that was super satisfying. You know, it's one of those things where you're visiting someplace new, you're alone, you don't have anybody with you to give you any tips or advice, so you know, you're kind of running blind, doing your best, doing what you know how to do, and luckily at the end of the day I found some water, more riffly type water that they were in, and I managed to get some to the net, so that's awesome. I consider that a win. If I were to go back, I probably would go further upstream just because there were a lot of people recreating. I mean, I saw one other angler on the water, a fly angler. There were a lot of families out there just swimming, having a good time, doing their thing, having a picnic, splash around the water. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I like to get away from people. So if I were to go back, like I said, I'd probably head way upstream, look for some more remote blue lining style water. And yeah, that's probably what I would do. None of the flies are really clear winners in this case. I got most of them on the Pats Rubber Legs, and then later at the day I made the switch to a Duracell and almost instantly got one on that. So I don't know, just bring all your bugs, try different things, find out what they're eating, and then use that for the rest of the day. Almost all the flies used in this video, except for the sculpin, are available in my shop. You can check them out at driftstone.co. Pick some up, fish them in your waters, let me know how you do. All that financial support means a ton. It helps me keep going, keep making these videos for you guys, so thank you. And if you haven't found out yet, I did start a podcast. It's called the Driftstone Fly Fishing Podcast. Look it up on your favorite podcasting app. Check it out and see what I've got. I've got a couple episodes up now, and I've got a bunch of cool hosts lined up for you guys. You're definitely going to want to follow along as I figure out this new medium that is audio. Transferring over from video to audio is a little different, but it's super fun and I'm excited. I hope you guys join me over there at the Driftstone Fly Fishing Podcast. And one last thing, I've been using Twitter a lot lately, so hit me up at CinemaEric. I'm trying to find all the people who are into fly fishing on there. There's not a huge fly fishing community on there yet, but I want to change that because Twitter's a really cool way to keep in touch. So hit me up on Twitter. Alrighty everybody, thanks for watching this video and the recap. I hope to see you guys on the water sometime, and until then, Godspeed.